Hello everyone, welcome back to Student Diary. Today, once again, I have brought one more interesting video for all of you. So, today's video is in continuation to the previous video. In the last class, we did one chapter, Sangacchadhvam Samvadadhva. Okay, that was the first chapter from Deepakam textbook. We did the word by word explanation of the chapter, and today we are going to do the exercises. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, this is the first chapter, Sangacchadhvam Samvadadhvam. I hope everyone has understood all the shlokas. So those all who are new to my channel, they are watching my video for the first time, I would suggest that from my channel, you just go to this previous video in which I have explained word by word meaning and the full shlokas so that you can understand the chapter and it becomes easy for you to do the exercises. Okay. And those all who have understood the exercises, understood the chapter translation, let's go for the exercises. Okay. So let's start exercises of this chapter. Okay, it's yeah. So here we are with the exercises. So let's start. Abhyasat jayate siddhi. Abhyasat means by practice, like from practice. Jayate means get. Siddhi means perfection. So when we start the exercise, before that we just pray that we are doing the practice for whatever we have learned, and we are going to get perfection by practice. Fine. Let's see what the first main is telling. Sangyan suktam saswaram pathat smarat likhat cha. So Sangyan Sukta means the shlokas of Sangyan Sukt which we have read just now. Saswaram means with music. Pathat means read. Smarat means remember. Likhat means write. Cha means and. Okay, so they are asking that read it, remember it, and write it. Okay, let me just make it a bit thin. Ha. So now the second main. अधोलिखितानां प्रश्नानां उत्तराणि पूर्णवाक्येन लिखत. Adholikhatanam means likhitanam means the below written. Okay, adha means below and likhitanam means written. So below written, prashnanam means the questions, uttarani means answers, purnavakyan means with complete sentence. You have to just see this part very nicely. It's with complete sentence. Fine. So whenever you will be writing the answers for with complete sentences, you have to write the full sentence, not only the answer word. Okay. Let's likhat means right. So let's see. First question. Sarvesham manah kidrisham bhavet. Sarvesham means of everyone. Manah means mind. Kidrisham means what kind of. So this is the question word here, and the meaning is what kind of. So basically, whatever answer will come here, that is going to be an adjective. Kidrish shabdru we use as a question word for adjective answers. Okay, so what kind of mind should be there? So with the word kidrisham, we get to know that manaha is a napunsakling word. Fine. Bhavet means should be. So what kind of mind should be there? So the answer is going to be samanam. Everyone should have the same mindset, right? Those who are going in the same direction, working for the same ambition, right? Next one. Sangacchadhvam Samvadadhvam iti asya kaha abhiprayah. So these two words we have done in the chapter, like walking together and speaking in the same voice. Iti asya means of this. Kaha means what? Abhiprayah means meaning. So the question word is what? So they are asking you actually what is the meaning of these two words. Okay. So how we will be writing? We'll be writing Sangacchadhvam Samvadadhvam iti asya abhiprayah asti. Okay, we will not be writing kaha because that is the question only they are asking. The rest of the part we will be starting like this. Sangacchadhvam Samvadadhvam iti asya abhiprayah asti yat militva. It is going to be a bit long. Militva agre gachat ek swaren gayat cha. Okay, so what is the lesson here? What is the meaning of this? That militva agre gachat means militva means together, agre means forward, and gachat means go. So it's like move or go forward together. Ek swarin gayat means sing in one voice. Okay, I hope everyone has understood. Next one. Sarve kim parityajya eke bhaven jiveyuhu. Sarve means all. Kim is what? This is the question word now. Kim means what? Parityajya means leaving. So what we should leave behind. Ekya bhavin means with unity. With unity. Jive yuhu means live. So by leaving what behind, we should live with unity. So by leaving behind the feeling of Vaimanasya. Okay, so we will be saying Vaimanasya Bhavam. Where we will be writing this? We'll be writing this in the place of Kim. Vaimanasya means enmity. So we should leave behind the feeling of enmity. Bhavam means the feeling. So it's like feeling of enmity we should leave behind and live with unity. So how the answer will go? Sarve Vaimanasya Bhavam Parityajya Ekya Bhaven Jiveyuhu. I am hoping everyone is understanding. I am writing here in some questions like I'm telling you how you are supposed to frame the answer. Please write that same way the answers. You can pause the video for some time, write the complete answer, and then come to the next question. Okay, but don't write improper answers. Fine. Let's go for the next one. Asmin pathe ka prerana asti. Asmin means in this, pathe means lesson. So it's like in this lesson, ka means what? Prerana means inspiration. Asti means is. So the question is what inspiration we are getting from this chapter. So we'll be saying that Asmin pathe ektayaha of unity, right? What inspiration of unity? That's why unity has come in the Shashti Vibhakti. Okay, so how we will be writing the answer? Asmin pathe ekatayaha prerna asti. I hope everyone has understood the first main totally. If any doubts are there, let me know in the comment section. And if you have understood how to write the answers, please give a big thumbs up. That will motivate me. That will actually tell me that how much you have understood. Okay, and not to say, please subscribe to the channel. You will get notified whenever the new videos will come. They will be very helpful to all of you. Okay, now let's go for our third main. रेखांकित पदानि adritya prashn nirmanam kurut. So rekhankit padani means what are underlined words. Okay, rekhankit means underlined, padani means words, adritya means making them as a base, prashn nirman kurut. Prashn nirman means question framing, and this is one of the most important exercise we have. Question framing. So you have to frame the question for this underlined word. Fine. So I always tell students that for the question framing, you are supposed to remember all the shabdrups nicely with every matra, and with that you should be knowing the Kim shabdrup and Kidrish shabdrup in all the three genders. That is very, very important for Prashnirman. Fine. So that you can replace the Kim shabdrup with other shabdrups, right? Like first one, if we see, Parmeshwarah sarvatra vyapatah asti. So if you want to make for Parmeshwarah, Parmeshwarah means Ishwar. So it is Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan, right? So and it is a pulling word. So the question is going to be Kaha. Okay, so it become Kaha sarvatra vyapatah asti. I hope everyone has understood. Next one, Vayam Ishwaram Namamaha. Vayam means we all, Ishwaram means to Ishwar, God, Namamaha means saying Namaskar. So we bow down to Ishwar, right? So to whom? It is an object. Ishwar is an object here. So in Ishwar we have used Dvitya Vibhakti. And Ishwar is a pulling word, right? So for Kim Shabdrup, Dvitya Vibhakti, and it is a pulling, not to say. So it is going to be come. Fine. Next one. Vayam Ekya Bhaven Jivamaha. Vayam means we all. Ekya Bhaven means with unity, with the feeling of unity. Jivamaha means live. So it's like we live with the with the feeling of unity. Fine. So how we should live, right? Correct? With the feeling of unity. So we are getting an answer for how, and how we say in Sanskrit as Katham. Right? I hope everyone has understood this. So for Katham, the answer is always going to be in Tritya Vibhakti. Okay, this is a tip. You have to always remember this. Many times you may come across this situation. So always remember for Katham, the answer will be in Tritya Vibhakti. If you have Kimartham, that means why, you will get the answer always in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay. I hope everyone will remember this. Next one. Ishwarasya prarthanaya shantihi prapyate. Ishwarasya, now if you have to see, so it's Shashti Vibhakti, right? Sya is coming in the end. It is pulling Shabdrup only, right? Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachan. So the question word is going to be Kasya. So the question will become Kasya prarthanaya shantihi prapyate. With doing the prayer of whom we get the shanti, we get the peace, right? Next one. Aham समाजाय श्रमम करोमि. Aham means I. Samajaya means for the society, for the social work basically. Shrama means hard work. Karomi means do. So I am doing the hard work for society. Okay, so it's for society. So now it is Chaturthi Vibhakti. So if the question is in Chaturthi, answer is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, the question will also be Chaturthi Vibhakti. It will be Kasmai. Fine. Next one. Ayam Pataha Rig Vedat Sanklitaha. Ayam means this, Pataha means lesson. So this lesson, Rig Vedat, it's like it is Panchami Vibhakti, right? From Rig Veda. Sanklitaha means taken. So this lesson has been taken from Rig Veda. So it is in Panchami Vibhakti. So your question word will become Kasmat. I am hoping everyone is understanding. If you have learned your Shabd groups nicely, this exercise is like a cakewalk. Next one. Vedasya aparam naam Shrutihi. So Vedasya, it is in Shashti Vibhakti, right? And it is a plural sorry, it is a pulling shabd. So Vedasya means of Veda. Aparam means other. Naam means name. Shrutihi is Shruti. So other name of Veda is Shruti. Okay. So Vedasya. So it will be Kasya. Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachan. Next one. Mantraha Mantraha Vedeshu Bhavanti. So Mantraha means the shlokas. Vedeshu means in the Vedas. Bhavanti means are. So mantras are in the Vedas, right? So Vedeshu, it is Saptami Vibhakti Bahuvachan. So the question word will become Keshu because Veda is going to be your pulling word. I hope everyone has understood this Prashnirman nicely. Let's go for the next exercise. Okay, this exercise I will not make you do. This exercise you people will do yourself and let me know in the comment section. Were you able to complete this exercise? It is like you have to fill in the blanks. If you have remembered the shloka, if you have memorized the shloka, you can do it nicely. Okay, let's go for the next main. I will be waiting for the answers for this main. Fifth one. पाठे प्रयुक्तान शब्दान भावानुसारम परस्परम योजयत. So पाठे means in the lesson, प्रयुक्तान means used, shabdan means words. So like the words which are used in the lesson. Bhavanusar means according to their meaning. Parasparam means with each other. Yojyat means join. So it's like join the words, basically match them, right? So let's see the meanings from left side. So it's some Sangacchadhvam means walk together, right? Walk together. Samvadhva means speak together or speak in one voice. Manaha means mind. Upasate means serve. Vasuni means money. Vishwani means it's like all you can say or world. Akutihi means ambition. Right? Let's see here. Sevante means serve. So I think if I will tell you the meanings of this side also, you will be able to do it, right? Chittam means mind. Militva chalat, together walk. Together walk. Then sankalpaha means ambition. Smastani means all. Ek swaren vadat means speak in one voice. Speak in one voice. Dhanani means money, you can say, right? And now I think everyone is able to do that. So for the ka one, it is going to be this one, Gachadhvam wala. Then this is going to be kha. Then Manaha is Chittam, so it's going to be Ga, and then Upaste is going to be Sevante Gha, and then Vasuni is going to be Dhanani, it is going to be Iya, and sorry, Ang, and then Vishwani is going to be Smastani, which is Cha, and Akutihi Sankalpaha, which is Cha. Got it? I hope everyone has understood. Next one. उदाहरण अनुसारेण लट लकारस्य वाक्यानि लोट लकारेण परिवर्त्यत. So उदाहरण अनुसारेण means according to the example. They have given one example. Lat lakar. So these sentences they have given in lat lakar. In lot lakarein parivartyat. Lot lakar mein you have to change. You have the sentences are given to you in lat lakar. You have to change to lot lakar. I hope everyone knows why we use lat lakar and why we use lot lakar. Lat lakar is for present tense, simple present tense, and lot lakar we use for the sentences like orders and requests, right? Imperative sentences, right? Orders, requests, commands, advice, etc. Parivartyat means change. So basically you have to change the words in the lot lakar, Right, like first one, if you see it is Balikaha Nrityanti. So Balikaha will not change, just Nrityanti will become Nrityantu. Right? Same way, Balakaha Hasanti will become Hasantu. I'm not writing the full sentence, I'll write only the answer part. The rest of the part you can write. Yuvam Tatra Gachatah. You all are going there. So Yuvam is there. So the verb is of Madhyam Purush Dvivachan. So how it should go in the Lotlakar? So it is going to be Gach Gachatam. Right? Gach, Gachatam. Correct? If you remember the Lotlakar, it would be very easy for you. Next one, Yuyam Dhavat. So you all are running. So it is Madhyam Purush Bahuvachan, right? So it should be same way the Madhyam Purush ka line in Lotlakar will go like Dhav, Dhavatam, Dhavat. Right? So it will be Dhavat. Correct? Next one, Avam Likhavah. So Avam means we too. So it is Uttam Purush Dvivachan, right? So how it goes? It goes like Likhani, Likhav, Likham. Correct? So it will be Likhani. Sorry, it is two people, right? So Likhav. Likhani, Likhav, Likham. Next one. Vayam Pathamah. Vayam is we all, which is Uttam Purush Bahuvachan. So Pathamah will become Patham. Right? I hope everyone has understood. It goes like if you see for Pat Dhatu, it goes like Patatu, Patatam, Patantu, Pat, Patatam, Patat, Pathani, Pathav, Patham. Right? Okay. Oh, wow. We have finished all the exercises of this chapter. So exercises were small as compared to the shlokas. I hope everyone enjoyed watching the video. Everyone was able to do the exercises after understanding the meaning of all the shlokas. Okay, so I will just request you people that go back to all the exercises again, go through them, look at them, and see that if you have understood them, I will be proud of myself. If you have not understood, please let me know in the comment section your queries. I will definitely resolve them. And the one main which I have left, I would request all the students to complete that and let me know in the comment section. Also, one thing is there, if you feel any particular topic is there which you want me to explain you or on which you want me to make video, please let me know. I will surely prioritize that. And that's all for today's video. We will stop our today's video here only. I will see you soon in the next video with some more new topics. Till then, keep learning Sanskrit. Take care. Thank you.